Hey, it's your buddy Dean with 3D Property Solutions. Today I want to go ahead and walk you through 3 of my tracksuits that I've worn in the past, a little bit of the story behind them, and we're going to share it all with you today on this video. All right, so first, we've got this bad boy that was purchased after my first flip house. This is an OG original Adidas. This is the blue, the dark navy, and you can see right there it's got the Adidas logo. You got the tri-stripe down the side. And this suit, although it looks nice and current, I will tell you is, geez, man, we flipped our first house in 2013. This was purchased from the proceeds along with a new Lexus, not new, pre-owned. It was new to me. But this bad boy right here, I'll tell you, I'll share a little inside trick or tip, if you will. The elastic on the waistbands, once you get to a certain age in these types of suits, these track suits, the waistband starts to, it wears out. So you got to really use that drawstring to tie it in because the waistband just doesn't keep up on your waist. And now, one of the tips that you'd, if you're out there tracksuit shopping and you're looking forward to coming to the tracksuit party that we got going on the 20th, you should understand that, wear it for fit. Okay, there's some wide leg track suits like this one that we've got right here. And I'll actually pull the pants out of here so you can see. Give me a minute. The legs are not flared. It's more like a boot cut, if you can see at the bottom. All right, so those are for, they're engineered for getting your shoes over them a little bit easier and things of that. They're not the 3 or the button leg away or breakaway button ups. You should understand that. So that's what we got there. That's the OG number 1. Here's number 2. This one holds a special place in my heart. Now the color, I'll show you, is more of a gray. I don't know if it actually tells me what color this is here. It does not. This is a slim fit suit. So when you're sizing these things out, understand that the legs, I'll show you those here in just a second, they need to be, they're way more tapered and they're tighter fitting on the calves. So you can see, compared the two right there, that's the bottom end. And if you compare, let's get this over here. So, where's my legs? There's my legs. Forgive me while let's take a moment. Okay, so there's the legs on these. Here's the legs on these. If you can see the difference, it's definitely more tapered on the brighter suit. So, here's the color scheme. You got more of a gray and then a red background. And when you're buying these tracksuits, you got to buy something that fits for you. I will share this though. This particular suit I wore at the Limitless conference. This is a revival that we went down in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Had the opportunity to speak, and yes, I wore this on stage. I will say that on a live video, and when the light really reflects off this bad boy. Let me change the lighting on this real quick so you can get a good feel for it. Oh, no, not that one. So you really bounce that light up there and you'll see that it definitely changes. And I noticed that completely when I was on the live feed. I couldn't even see myself. It was like the light was just totally reflecting off of me, and that's it. So you got the 3 line right off that. Again, it's the Adidas brand. And if you ever get into the point where you want to add an additional logo, you can always do that. Just have your seamstress or the person that puts your 3D graphics on, or your press on, graphics. You just match it up, and then you can put a company logo on the back. The back of this one here is more of it's a vented, let's call it that, because these things will get hot depending on the material that you've got here. So the next brand that I'm going to show you has quite the story behind it, and I was inspired to purchase this one because of a guy that we bought a house from. So his name was Donnie, and Donnie was one of these guys that you pull up at the house. It's not necessarily the most upbeat type of neighborhood, was out in the city of Taylor, if you guys know where that's at. And it's dark. It's not too sketchy of a neighborhood, but just something, I mean, you always got your eyes on, and you're watching out for what's happening. I pull up to this driveway, I pull in, and then this guy comes walking out and he's smoking a cigarette. No exaggeration. He is wearing this bright yellow jumpsuit and he's got this gold chain hanging out. Like, I don't have my chain on today, but I would give you the example. And then so homeboy's like out there, he's smoking his cigarette, he's got his gold chain, he's got a little cross hanging out, and he's like Christopher Moltisanti from The Sopranos, right? This dude comes out, he's smoking his cigarette, and he's like, "You looking for me?" And he like takes a drag, and I'm like, "I'll play ball. Let's go, man. Are you looking for me? Yeah, you looking for me? Okay, let's go inside. Let's have a look at this house," right? So we just kind of step up the conversation, go through, negotiate the deal, sign the contract, close on the deal. And now this guy is the inspiration for this tracksuit. That thing is bright as the sun. I'm telling you, if you're talking about reflecting off of the camera, this is it. This is one of those off brands, okay? Now, it doesn't have the Bruce Lee logo like our buddy Donnie did. It's got the 3D logo, but it is a very similar yellow. It's got a little bit more of an orange tint to it when it's in person. But you should understand that this is a $40 tracksuit that you can buy off of Amazon, or like through one of those partner stores, and you'll see them. You take a look at the stitching. The stitching's okay, but when you actually put this on your wrist, it's not, it's a $40 tracksuit versus the $100 tracksuit. Okay, but I'll tell you, it fits It fits okay. It fits okay. You should understand that the fabric here, and I don't really have a light to show you, but if you put something behind it, you can actually see it's a little bit more transparent. I guess not my finger. Anyhow, that's the Donnie tracksuit, and it's actually the one that I was able to wear when Bill Allen from Seven Figure Flipping came up to the Detroit area. I was wearing that one. That was like not my intro tracksuit, but it was the one after I shared the story, because real estate investing can be fun, right? So I told the story about Donnie, and then planted the seed, and then harvested that seed for the rest of that story at the closeout of the event, where everybody got to network afterwards. And that's the suit that I was wearing. And we all had a good old laugh about it because it's yellow and it's absolutely obnoxious. So wanted to share those 3 tracksuits. Now there's others, right? How many tracksuits do you have, Dean? Truth be told, I have 7. I've got one for every day of the week right now as it stands, and who knows through the Christmas season how many more we're going to get our hands on. But I wanted to walk you guys through that and show you what is in the collection right now. So that way, if you're interested in seeing me in a particular tracksuit, you can vote for that. I really like the fact that you can put company logos on your tracksuits. That's great. So if you're interested in getting that stuff done, you can reach out to one of your people, and they can actually help you brand your product. It's not always t-shirts there. But wanted to give you guys an idea of the different tracksuits, the qualities, and the expectation that you would spend, as far as price goes, when it comes to getting your hands on these for the tracksuit party. So if you have any questions, reach out to me directly, and I'd be more than happy to answer anything that comes to mind. But that tracksuit party that we got coming up here, I'll share with you, is on December 20th. It's in White Lake. It's at 6 p.m. All right, we're going to have some games. We're going to have some giveaways, some door prizes, stuff like that, gift cards and things of that sort. But we'll want to make it a good, friendly environment. So if you got kids, you can bring your kids. We're going to have this event over at a church in White Lake. It's at 915 Round Lake Road in White Lake. And there's also a daycare facility that's inside that place that you should understand that, if you're looking at it, it's called Leapfrog Daycare. So looking forward to seeing you guys there. If you have questions, reach out to me directly, DM me, and we'll talk to you soon. We're looking forward to seeing you guys on December 20th at 6 o'clock at the tracksuit party.